Hey, Bradley Wadham here, real estate advisor with McDonald Realty, with another edition of How's the Market, covering Metro Vancouver for February 2019. We jump right in and take a look at the number of home sales. We see that there was 1,484 sales in the region, which is down 32.8% from the number of sales we had this time last year. If we take a look at this graph here, we see that February of 2019 was 42.5% below the 10-year February average. However, it was a nice little bounce back from the number of sales that we experienced in January, up about 34.5%. If we take a look at the sales to active listing ratio, which is a good metric to judge the market, the heat of the market, we'll say, we can see that it's considered a seller's market when that ratio is 20% or over, a balanced market between 12 and 20, and a buyer's market, anything under 12. We can see here that we are currently experiencing a balanced market for townhomes and condos and a buyer's market for the detached sector. We can see that the detached properties here, there was 453 sales in the region, which is down 27.6%, and we can see that the number of listings is up about 6.5% over 2018. If we take a look at the price ranges, we can see that the most active range obviously was 900 to 1.5 million with 185 sales, or a sales to active listing ratio of 13.2%. Although the price band above that, 400 to 900K with the 96 sales, was actually the hottest sales to active listing ratio price band with a 17.7 sales to active listing ratio. Although if we look at anything 3 million and above, it is a tough go right now. There was 25 sales with 1,305 listings, or a sales to active listing ratio of 1.9%. So it is a buyer's market for anything 3 million and above. If we take a look at the neighborhoods here, or areas, we can see that Vancouver East had the most sales with 54, sales to active listing of 8.5, just a little above the region average. Maple Ridge had the second highest sales to active listing ratio with 13.5, and Pitt Meadows, with their 7 sales, had a sales to active listing ratio of 14.3. So both of those are a nice balanced market in those areas. If we take a look at the condo sector, we see that there was 760 sales, which is down 35.8%. But if we take a look at the total active listings, we see that they're up to 4475, or up 102% over 2018. So there is lots of selection out there for anybody that's looking to purchase a condo in Metro Vancouver. If we take a look at the sales to, the price range band here, we can see that 4 to 900,000 was easily the most active with their 544 sales. That was an 18.7 sales to active listing ratio, so not bad, getting up in a higher balanced market. Although if we look at 2 to 400,000 here, the 100 sales out of 300 listings is a 33.4% sales to active listing ratio, so it is a strong seller's market in that price band there. If we take a look at the neighborhoods, or areas in this case, we can see that Vancouver West, with their 186 sales, was the most active, and a pretty strong sales to active listing ratio of 13.7, although that is below the area average. We can see that the strongest areas were 1, Ladner, with their 6 sales and a whopping 37.5% sales to active listing ratio. So that is a strong seller's market for condos out in Ladner. We can see that Burnaby North was doing well with 54 of 219, or 24.6. And Coquitlam as well with their 65 sales, a sales to active listing ratio of 23.9. So all of those are experiencing a seller's market in the condo sector. Now, if we finish up here with the townhouse sector, we can see that there was 240 sales, which is down about 30% from last year. And we can see that the active listings are up considerably as well, up about 66.5%. If we take a look at the price band here, again, we see that $400,000 to $900,000 is the most active, and that sales to active listing ratio just puts it into a seller's market at 20.2%. If we take a look at the neighborhood or the area watch, we can see that Maple Ridge, again, did very well with 30 sales of 110 listings, or a sales to active listing ratio of 27.3%. So a strong seller's market for townhomes in Maple Ridge. Although if we drop down to Squamish here, 16 sales of 38 listings, that puts them at a whopping 42% sales to active listing ratio. So somebody that has a townhome in Squamish, you're in a good position right now with that sales to active listing ratio. Burnaby East as well, 6 out of 19 or 31%, and Coquitlam, 29.5%. Although if we pop down to West Van, 1 townhome sale out of 25. So unfortunately, West Van's having a little bit of a difficulty selling townhomes right now. Now, if we finish up with the benchmark prices here, we can see that the 1-year change for the detached benchmark price is about a drop of 9.7, currently sits at 1,443,100. We can see that condos have pulled back about 4% over the year, currently sit at 660,300. But we can see there's been a little leveling off the last couple months. There was a pretty steep drop at the end of last year and seems to have leveled off a little bit now, which is nice. And we can see that the townhomes have actually been pulling back fairly steadily and now sit at 789,300 and are down about 3.3%. Well, that's the market update for Metro Vancouver for February 2019. Thank you very much for joining me. If you want to get a hold of me, there's my contact info there. And have a great day. Thank you.